It's crazy how unsafe not having FSD on your car feels. So yesterday, we actually lost our FSD subscription in our Model Y without realizing it, and my wife was driving, and as we came to our first corner, I looked at her because the car was heading into the corner at a much faster pace, and I quickly glanced down and saw the 2 lines, and I said to her, "Oh, it's not FSD." She re-engages autopilot. Instantly, we get a phantom brake from a car coming up ahead that was not a threat to us at all, and then the speed just starts accelerating. And this is something that FSD doesn't do, right? It doesn't just hit the speed limit straight away. It will dynamically adjust the speed based on the conditions and the road. Autopilot just went for it straight up to 80 kilometers an hour. She then disengaged again and she starts driving manually. And we're in regional Victoria driving through the forest. These are roads that FSD always does a great job for us. It was in that moment that we just realized how unsafe we felt not having this technology working for us. And I've always been a really big advocate of autopilot, the standard autopilot that comes across Teslas. I've made many videos on it, but I'm actually at the point now after experiencing FSD where I kind of understand Tesla's thinking with these new standard models over in the US, where they're not offering standard autopilot, they're offering your basic cruise control, which is adaptive cruise control, or you can pay the extra to have FSD. Now, in an ideal world, they'll actually update autopilot to be a basic, simple, light version of FSD where maybe it doesn't navigate for you in the same way. But this car is capable of so much more than your standard autopilot. It's so much smarter than that. And so going back to your standard autopilot feels really strange, like you're putting the car and yourself in a position it shouldn't be in. And driving manually feels like going 10 steps back. Like we are totally converted to the car really helping us with driving. So in this stressful moment, which I wish I was filming by the way, I jump on my phone and immediately resubscribe to full self-driving, which is $149 a month here in Australia. And I think it was the quickest, unquestionable purchase I've ever made. Like it was like, in that moment, it was like, yep, this is totally worth it. And I could have actually done it on the screen in the car. It didn't actually update the system right away. It took about 20 minutes. Once we got back from the shops and opened the door again, there it was on the screen asking us if we want to enable FSD. But I tell you now, the difference in comfort on the drive back home is just night and day. Like we felt at ease. We felt so much better having FSD on, the way that it handled all these country roads. Truly for us, driving will never be the same again. And it's only been 2 months, but we could never go back to not having this on our car. And so some feedback for Tesla would be that if for whatever reason your subscription, like in our case, lapses out and you haven't updated your card info and your car reverts back to standard autopilot, it would be really nice to have an on-screen notification for that because you engage it the same way. It's really easy to not realize that it's autopilot and not FSD driving you. And if you've got a hardware 4 car and you're lucky enough to have FSD in your car at the moment, it is quite interesting to toggle back to standard autopilot just in your settings and just do a really short drive. It will really make you appreciate how much better and how worth it FSD is. And hopefully very soon, Hardware 3 owners will get to experience this as well in Australia.